Welcome back everyone, it's Electrified 90s, and what we're going to talk about in this video is the Battle of Gatberg. So as you can see, we're just outside a Nilfgaardian settlement. We're in Eden and we are going to attack this settlement. It appears there's lots of guards, but in actuality when you look at the storyline there aren't many. So this is where we are on the map. This is us, this is the settlement just right here on the map. So what I'm going to do now is talk about how you want to set up your deck in order to achieve a victory in this battle. So if you go to the command tent, you want to make sure you've got Meave's long sword to boost ally by 4, give it 1 armor, and then trigger all loyal abilities. And that's going to play into the strengths of our Lyrian Scythemen, because every time you trigger a loyal ability, it boosts this unit by 5. And that will play into the fact that we need to end the round with a higher strength than the opposing deck. So what we're also going to have, you want to also have is Illyrian Banner to reduce the cooldown, so that literally every two turns you'll be able to use this ability instead of every 3, which it currently states. We're also going to have the war wagons. The importance of the war wagons is to enable us to use the stray slinger. So we're going to, once you release a war wagon, it then spawns 2 light infantry, and we're going to use the stray slinger's ability to damage those 2 infantry by 2, which will destroy them and then cause them to inflict 5 damage onto a random enemy on the opposing side, which is more than it would do if I was to just use the stray slinger on the enemy ability. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, now that we're set up, we're just going to go
As Meave neared Gatberg, her eyes were drawn at once to the black pennants flying over its palisades.
The gates
stand open,
and we're
Clearly
in war, so we need to just attack this city. You do have the option to bypass Gatberg and not attack the city, but as we're in war, I chose to attack the
Meave
city.
hated Nilfgaard.
So the hint is to attack weaker units, and when the card relating to this hint gets played by the Nilfgaardian leader, then I'll talk about how that comes into play. So you've got main objectives, which is this, and you've got the battle will last 1 round, so we need to make sure that we end this round. So after we run out of cards, we end this round with more base strength than the opposition. So let's start off by redrawing the cards that we need. Okay, so what we want to do now is redraw cards to make sure that we've got enough Lyrian Scythemen, stray slingers to deal damage, and then the war wagons. So we got 3 stray slingers, 3 war wagons, and then 3 Lyrian Scythemen, and then we've got a stray bomber which is going to set a row on fire to make sure that we will do continuous damage.
They feel at home here, the Nilfgaardians. Let's show them they're wrong.
Okay, so what I want to start off by doing is laying down a couple Lyrian Scythemen to then use Meave's longsword ability to boost the ally by 4, give it 1 armor, and then trigger the loyal ability, which will result in triggering the Scythemen's loyal ability of 5. So in essence, it's going to increase this unit strength by 10 overall, so 9 on the strength and 1 armor.
Oh! New orders? No?
Yeah.
Can't take it anymore.
So these are the 2 light infantry that I've
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
No signs of fighting! These Horsens must have opened the gates for the black lads.
There's a time to reap,
So what you can
a
see
time to
now
sow.
is when I do use the stray slinger, I'll eliminate these two to then deal damage to the archers that come across. But until then, I'm going to use Mew's ability to load up these scythemen with base strength.
Wise choice.
Here we go. So the back infantry arbalists, what we want to do is eliminate as many of these as we can from the battlefield, because this is the only way the opposition has of damaging us. And every time they lay down a card, they'll receive a charge and they'll be able to do 2 damage to us.
Have it the white of an eye from our
We're going
fully
to move
away.
it and eliminate these 2.
Aye.
There we go. So trying to load up the Lyrian scythemen.
Life is mine now.
And now what I also want to do is I want to make sure that all the back infantry are on one row, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the row on fire shortly so that it will continuously burn them.
Watch your heads!
There we go. So I've set that row on fire, and then I'll continue to load up the scythemen. Okay, so going back to the hint earlier where it says attack weaker units, that plays into the Nilfgaardian commandment weakness, where whenever an ally is destroyed, this unit loses 25% of its current power. So what we're going to try and do is eliminate the units around it to whittle down its strength. Okay, so as you can see, the fire is continuously whittling down the strength. So now I'm going to use
Bigger they
Stray
are,
bomber
easier
again
they are to target.
to eliminate these 2 light infantry, so they deal 5 damage to a random enemy. And then I'm going to use this to move this black infantry arbalist over to where the fire is. So that the fire can then deal damage. I guess as you can see, the fire just continuously attacks one random opponent.
Scheiß in Trey!
Thing about slings,
Okay, and
they
then the
hide
last
well.
one now. Then I'm going to move one of these over to the other side. So as you can see, it's whittled down the power here.
Off to the front yet again.
As you can see, the fire is whittling down the damage on the other side for me.
The battle's won, Your
And
Majesty.
there you go, so that's how you win the battle. I hope that helped you to have an idea of how to set up your deck to make sure that you end up with more base strength than the opposition, and then also try and whittle down the base power of that really high unit. I have tried in the past to use one of the cards where you put it across to the other side and it will copy the base strength of that commander unit, but unfortunately because it's immune, that doesn't actually work and you can't actually do that. So just in case you had a thought to do that. Thank you for watching, everyone. Let me know what you thought of the video and let me know if that helped you. Thank you.